Hey everyone, Ronnie Shalvis here, and can you believe it's been 10 years that I've been doing parkour and freerunning? To commemorate this moment, I wanted to share with you my story, my 10-year journey in the world of parkour, in hopes to entertain, motivate, and inspire anyone in their own parkour journey. I was always a shy kid growing up. I had low self-esteem and often struggled in school. When I was 15 years old, I took a film class, and there I met some friends who introduced me to the world of parkour through showing me David Bell videos, and they also did some cool tricks themselves. And so through that class, we also filmed a video, a parkour video, a chase scene, and this was my first attempt at parkour. Before I'd even trained or practiced, I started trying to throw some tricks for this video, and as you can see, I wasn't very experienced. But after about a month of training and spending a lot of time trying to learn the backflip and learn vaults and different tricks, I decided to film my first official parkour video in my backyard. After this video, it was then I knew I had found my passion, I had found my drive in life. I continued strong in my training. I would even teach my family, my brothers and my dad, how to do some of the things I was learning, and so it was a fun family experience. I always tried to push myself, but I was also careful. I wanted to be safe, and so I always trained cautiously and progressively. And because of that, I never received any serious injuries in my first few years of training. By the time I was 17, I knew this was something I wanted to do in the long run. And so with a growth in confidence in my abilities, I decided to film my first portfolio of tricks and skills I had developed in hopes to attract attention to myself, to get potential stunt jobs or performance jobs. As my abilities grew, so too did my self-esteem and self-discipline in other aspects of life. As time went on, I eventually started meeting more parkour athletes who were very talented, and together we decided to start our first stunt team called Team Street Stunts. And after a short little while of training together, we were able to secure our very first performance for an old folks home summer social. So that was a lot of fun. I began doing better in school and even became more outgoing and social because of the confidence I had gained from doing parkour. My confidence grew to the point that I decided to submit for the high school talent show, something I would have never done a few years previously. But because of the growth of my abilities, I sent in a video and it got accepted. And it was because of that talent show that I became more well known in high school. And I felt like I was living the high life. I thought I'd reached my peak. That was as good as it was going to get. After high school, my stunt team continued to train together, and we pushed each other and continued to throw down bigger and bigger tricks and progress our skills. We even did our first film job for a documentary called PK Takes Vegas. The film never became that well known, but it was an awesome opportunity to meet some amazing people and just all around a fun experience. By the time I was 18 years old, I began to step up my game, starting to do tricks that were more dangerous and bigger, things that I would have never thought possible for myself just a few years previously. With these bigger tricks I was learning, I pursued a more artistic direction with my friend Jared Fidel. We made a video for the high school film contest called Focus. This video eventually won first place at the National Art Contest. Continued to film my parkour journey as I lived in Canada for 2 years, living in Edmonton all the way as far as the Northwest Territories in Yellowknife. After coming back to Utah, I saw this perfect setup for a double side flip, and so it was something I trained for and prepared myself for, successfully landing it within weeks of training for it. One of my favorite trick setups I have done. I continued training with my family, and especially my dad. We both decided to submit audition videos for American Ninja Warrior.
My name is Ronnie Shalvis, and I am the next American Ninja Warrior.
We both got accepted, and we both made it to the national finals. And in the first round there, we actually both fell off on the spider wall. Awesome things just kept happening, one thing after the next. Shortly after being on American Ninja Warrior, I had the opportunity to meet Devin Graham, to collaborate on what you now know as the Assassin's Creed meets parkour in real life video. It's because of that video that many of you probably know who I am now. That video has accumulated over 40 million views. And knowing the success that that video potentially would have, I decided to start a new channel with new videos, new content, and I started out with some tutorials where I would don the Assassin's Creed costume so it could kind of relate to his video. It was also through Devin I met Freddie W. and had an opportunity working with him for his old school versus new school video. It was also during this time I met my beautiful wife, Shalvis, who has been a huge support in helping me pursue my dreams. Disney then contacted me and I had the opportunity to do my first big commercials shoot. It was for a live-action commercial for the cartoon Max Steel. During the filming of the Assassin's Creed videos, I also met Cameron Manwaring, who was the manager of Devin Graham at the time. And he liked what he saw in my skills and in my channel, so he decided to help me as well. And so together we started planning bigger videos to produce on my own channel, and the first one being Ice Parkour. Having just learned how to do a couple cool tricks on ice skates a few months earlier, we decided it might make a cool and fun video to film some of those tricks on ice skates, as well as just a cool winter freerunning video. While filming all these amazing videos, I was struggling with lower back pain through all of it, and shortly after the ice parkour video, my back got worse and worse to the point that I developed sciatica, a pinched nerve in my back that caused excruciating pain. At times I couldn't even get out of bed, and through my research I had learned that many people don't ever overcome sciatica in their lifetime, and so that was very discouraging. Once again, my confidence dwindled. I developed low self-esteem because my confidence had always been based on my parkour abilities, and with the idea of not ever being able to do parkour again, I once again lost that self-esteem and self-confidence. But luckily, through a lot of encouragement and support from my wife, and eventually motivation to pursue my dreams, I kept pursuing my YouTube channel. Even though I couldn't perform in videos myself, I knew it was still a good opportunity for me to be a part of the parkour world and to reach out to people. So for tutorials, I'd have my brothers demonstrate tricks while I talked about it. I even talked with Cameron to plan bigger videos, like a zombie parkour video and a Star Wars parkour video that I would help coordinate and direct, and then I would have my friends who I met from the CBR stunt team to help me perform in those videos, to be the athletes in those fun parkour videos. It was still fun experiences even with the pain I was experiencing, and this went on for about 6 months. I eventually reached the point where I just had to do parkour again. I had to move, I had to do something, and so at the risk of making it worse, I started doing parkour again. And I had also been to many doctors, gotten many x-rays, all of them with different answers, different ways to cure it, because there's so many different causes of sciatica. There was no way of knowing for sure, and nothing seemed to be working, and so I decided to just start doing parkour, starting low impact with simple moves, and just go from there. As I started doing parkour again, it was within days I realized my back started feeling better. And so I just kept pursuing that. I kept training, kept pushing myself, and even though it was painful doing parkour, I realized it was actually therapeutic for my back and relieving the sciatic pain. And so after a couple more months of slowly training and getting back into it, I was once again back to the point where I could start fully training again. And it was an amazing feeling to be able to get back into the movement, get back into parkour even after being down for so long. Shortly after this recovery, I was able to do another cosplay parkour video with Dark Pixel, as you know, the Super Mario Bros. Parkour in real life. Inspired by previous cosplay parkour videos I had done for other people, I decided to do more for my own channel. So I started doing videos featuring everything from Slender Man, cowboys, Santa Claus, and even Spider-Man. Spider-Man was my favorite childhood superhero and was a big part of what inspired me to want to learn parkour, because I was always trying to do things like Spider-Man. So parkour was a natural fit. So doing this Spider-Man parkour video in collaboration with Sony was a dream come true. I love traveling, and because of my YouTube videos I was able to start traveling more. I went to London to film a commercial for the car company Alfa Romeo, inspired by my original ice parkour video. I also had the opportunity from that shoot to meet one of my parkour heroes, Chase Armitage. ESPN even contacted me to do a promotional video for their new Sports Center studio in Connecticut, and I had the opportunity to jump on the rooftops of the ESPN headquarters. And when I wasn't traveling and doing commercials, I was still pursuing my own YouTube videos and decided to do one with my friend who was pretty good at BMX. Having done so many parkour videos based on video games, why not do a parkour video based on a parkour video game? that doesn't actually exist, but taking that idea, we made a fun video where this nerdy guy gets a parkour game, and through it he actually controls someone in real life. And anyways, watch the video if you want to know all about it. It's one of my favorite ones I've done. Now we're all caught up to this year of 2015. In the beginning of the year, I had the amazing opportunity to go to China and do this project for a real estate company from China to promote their different locations in different cities, and I got to do things on the Great Wall. That was one of the best experiences I've had with traveling and doing parkour, just being in a cool location like China and meeting amazing people. And then this summer I did my first 360-degree parkour video on YouTube with Reebok and Vice Sports, who helped produce the video. I love seeing people of all ages learning parkour, especially kids, because parkour originally was inspired by kids' natural desire to go and play and climb things and jump off of stuff. And so creating a video like the Minecraft parkour video in real life was a natural way to reach that young audience of kids, to once again inspire them to go out and push their bodies in new ways and to exercise and to do things they would have never thought possible, just like I had thought when I was a kid. So here I am today at 25 years old and still going strong, having feel like I've accomplished my dreams and far exceeded them. But it hasn't been through my own merits. It's because of the support of family and friends helping me learn and provide me opportunities and experiences that I've been able to get to where I am today, making a living off of fulfilling my childhood dreams. Remember to be friends with everyone, because as awesome as it might be to be successful on your own, you're only limiting yourself to the success you can potentially have by collaborating and working with people and just making friends with everyone. And that's what's allowed me the opportunity to become a successful YouTuber and parkour athlete. It's because of everyone around me and the people I meet. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and let me know if you have any additional questions about my story and experience that I may have not included in this video. I appreciate you taking the time to listen to my long and drawn out story, but otherwise, thanks for watching.